Journey with a Cinephile presents.
Do you think you can hold me?
Why don't we try good old-fashioned stoning, eh? I'd kill to be stoned right now.
Well, hello.
Eyes linger any longer, I'll have to charge rent.
I'll pay.
He's not listening, look. Oh, good. You stopped talking. Now we can go to the gallery.
Oh. And today is your lucky day. Because I'm like a fucking historian and I
Depp Dive, a dapper look into Johnny's feature filmography.
celebrate every moment. Celebrate every fucking breath. Telling you, life, it's a bird song.
Pledge to me your eternal allegiance or die.
Hello and welcome, listeners, to another episode of Journey with a Cinephile presents Depp Dive, a dapper look at Johnny's feature filmography. I am one half of your hosting duo of David Garrett Jr., recording out of Columbus, Ohio.
And I'm the other half of Jamie Frisch Garrett.
Before we kind of get into everything there, how's everything going?
Why are you laughing?
Just because I know how far ahead we actually are to peek behind the curtain, because you are starting school, and I think we talked about that last episode, so it's kind of funny that we're even working even farther ahead.
Yeah, well, we're working smarter, not harder.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. So if I get stressed, I'm going to take advanced theory and ethics. So I'm not looking forward to either of these courses.
That's fair. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because this episode is our February episode, and we are recording this in December.
Why are you telling everybody our secrets,
I think
man?
It's fun. We already said we're working ahead.
Yeah, it's actually smart. We did this when I was pregnant with Trip.
We did.
Because we weren't sure how everything was going to go. Everything's going to be fine. I'm ready to be graduated.
She hasn't even started yet.
I'm just ready.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, we also have a little bit of time here because we both are on a little bit of extended break right now for the holidays. So that's kind of what we had extra time to kind of work ahead on some of these things, and it gives me time to edit everything
without
to make
pressure.
to make sure that I can get everything out. And
I mean, we don't even have anything until February.
That's what we did with Trip, is that we recorded, he was born in February, a lot of stuff
February.
early in July, or early in January.
I was like, we did not work that far ahead.
We did a lot of it early in January. So that way it came out early February, and then we actually didn't even come back to do the podcast until
Because he would have only been weeks old. But things are good. We survived Christmas.
We did.
We just have your family tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning.
So when my sister listens to this,
No.
that might boss.
Well, your family comes early. Mine stays late. It
Mine,
all comes out in the
Mine will
wash.
be out by, probably before that, because they have to be home at.
Oh, it's actually better that they come at 9:30 versus 11. They'll be able to see them before they go down for nap. So it's not a bad thing. And when they get here, Trip should be asleep. So then Kenzie gets one-on-one time. It's honestly the best time for them to show up.
That's true.
It's just one day they're going to start being like, we'll be there at 7.
Well, we'll see. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I mean, outside of that, just, I'm working podcasts. Actually, I was afraid I was going to have everything in. Stop it. I was way behind on things, and it was frustrating.
It's because you go to the film festival, and then your year-end show, and then you do...
I haven't done the year-end show, but because...
You do these very large episodes, like your top 100 movies.
Yeah, ball.
It's your own fault. So when you're panicking and you're like, I have to give up the podcast, I'm like, whatever.
I have to give the people what...
The only people that you should care about and giving what they want is me.
Yes, and that's why I was thinking about giving up the podcast.
And you know who was like, you should keep doing it? It was me.
Yeah, but you also don't.
Do you want to fight on air?
I don't. Anyways, so for this episode, this is a pairing where we've talked about before, we've watched this one together, the first one. I've seen the second one once. I believe Disney said.
I lost a lot of
That's fair.
wanting to watch these. They got so boring to me.
But the two movies are going to be, you love this movie, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, as Johnny Depp plays the main villain there. I don't know how to say his first. I know his last name is Grendenvall.
I'd have to look at it.
It's
Gillert.
Gellert, Gellert.
Sure.
Gellert Grendenvall. is going to be the character.
Lubba.
And that
Dumbledore.
doesn't get introduced at first, does it?
No.
I think it's in the second one.
I think so.
But that one, it's actually kind of interesting because that's the book that
Jude Law.
that the students actually use as like a textbook working on in
Newt
this one.
Scamander.
Yep. Yeah, his name's hard to say. And we're going to be pairing that up with Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. This one, I believe, is 5. It's Pirates 5.
I think you're right.
And I think this one, let me just make sure.
Because Orlando Bloom's not in it anymore, and neither Keira Knightley hasn't been in it.
Okay, this is the one where they have...
What was number 4?
Number 4 was... It's not at World's... So that one is on Stranger Tides with the mermaids and...
That's right,
Blackbeard. This one is...
Keira Knightley was not in that one.
She has... Orlando, those two left in the... Like, they're not in...
Okay.
They were just in the original. But Javier Bardem is the villain in that one. Armando Salazar. Jeffrey Rush is back. And they have some other people that kind of jump into this one. This one has that Kaya Scala Del Lario actress. You watch a movie.
I'll let you know.
Because you did. Ron Howard was. She was in the Maze Runner movie. Didn't you watch those, like, a stretch there? Where you had those all on TV and everything?
No.
And...
Try again later.
Anyways, but I'm not really sure. Oh, Paul McCartney. Oh,
I saw him in concert.
Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley are in the cast list, so we'll have to see. I don't remember. It's been a long time to watch that one, because that came out in 2017, so I think I was still living in... I think I was living in Parma when that one. So anyways, those will be the 2 films there. I'm kind of excited for these ones, because we obviously like Harry Potter.
They're usually enjoyable.
Yeah.
They're action-y, which apparently I like.
Both very,
yeah.
Both are plus, but... Yep. Anything else you want to talk about with this intro then before we get out of here?
No, I'm just ready to get started.
All right. Well, I will be right back as I get you over to the trailer of Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
You're an interesting man, Mr. Scamander. Just like your suitcase, I think there's much more to you than meets the eye. Kicked out of Hogwarts for endangering human life with a beast. Yet one of your teachers argued strongly against your expulsion. I wonder, what makes Albus Dumbledore so fond of you, Mr. Scamander?
First trip to America?
Yes. Must get that fixed.
Anything edible in there?
No.
Any livestock?
No.
Welcome to New York.
No human could do what this thing is capable of.
And welcome back. So then, for our next review is going to be... We're kind of in a weird little scenario here where you've seen some of these movies, I've seen some of these movies, and this one is one that we've both watched together so far. You've probably seen it more than I have, but...
Many times.
We have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This is from 2016. It was directed by David Yates. Written by the... My issues that I have with her, I'll leave by the wayside of J.K. Rowling. This is starring Eddie Redmayne, not to be confused with Gucci Mane or Red Man, but this also has Catherine Waterston.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed right now.
And Alison Sudol, but we also have a very, very,
What
very,
about Gucci Gang?
very brief cameo here by Jonathan Depp.
Is this? I understand that this is a feature film, but is this part of his feature
he's in it.
filmography? But he's not the feature.
That's not.
I think
you get this so confused.
Well, no, because that's what my thing is.
This is a feature film because it's over a certain threshold of time.
Yeah, but I'm looking at Johnny's featured, like where Johnny is featured.
See, but then that would mean that he's not in a lot of these then because...
Yes, I know,
because
which is
that
now...
would be and at the very end of the credits, which would mean that he was just a cameo in it.
Yes, that's why we skip over half these movies.
Anyways, this is a supernatural...
Oh my gosh, he's going to implode.
Fantasy. Because you're the one that's like, oh, I'm so tired and I want to get recording, and then you've been eating taffy for the last 20 minutes.
You're welcome, because now I'm energetic.
And then this is a sword and sorcery adventure family fantasy film that is a co-production of the United Kingdom, United States, and Canada. This is sitting on a 7.2 on the IMDb's and a 3.2 on the letterboxes, with the synopsis being, in 1926, Magizoologist Newt Scamander arrives in New York during his worldwide tour to research and rescue magical creatures as something mysterious leaves trails of destruction in the city, threatening to expose the wizarding world. And before I get over to you, Eddie Redmayne is playing Newt, which I'm assuming is short for Newton this time around when I was like watching this. I think it's probably Newton Scamander.
I think it's Neuterotomy.
Is it really?
No.
In this, he could have been.
Probably, but Newt, it's a little on the nose.
Well, then his last name is Scamander, which kind of looks like salamander. Yeah, so I think it's probably...
And a lot of people are confused by what the difference between a newt and a salamander.
Oh, kind of, yeah. Good call there.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so you said you've seen this quite a few times. This is
Yes.
my second time watching this one. I actually think this is a pretty solid little installment into the Harry Potter, like, wizarding world.
Yes, I was trying to look up trivia. There's not a lot about our main guy, Johnny Depp, not Eddie. But this is not supposed to be a prequel to Harry Potter. It's just supposed to be an extension of the wizarding world. I guess people were trying to link them all together.
Well, we kind of had that issue when we were trying to link together because somebody who will, like, it doesn't actually appear in this backside of a picture. I mean, they have Zoe Kravitz's Letta Lestrange, and we were trying to figure out how they connect it. I hate that they don't connect it more than, because these are literally things that get referenced. Because this book is literally a textbook that Harry Potter has.
Yes.
The name of the movie is literally the textbook in school. And you have Dumbledore appears in the next movie. You have...
So they're linked. Apparently,
Grindelwald gets brought up during...
Lita is the brother to Bellatrix's...
Well, Lita's a girl.
Husband.
Oh.
So Lita and Bellatrix's husband are brother and sister. But he passes away.
Oh, so she's a married Lestrange. She's not born
Yes,
Lestrange.
because
you
she's...
said that very weird.
Yeah, I did.
And that's why it threw me off.
Because she's related to Narcissa Malfoy, which is Draco's mother.
Got it. Okay.
So those two are sisters.
Very
so they're
weird.
not Lestranges by birth. But we never talk about much into Bellatrix's past.
You said Malfoy's the wife. She doesn't have blonde hair then, right?
Yes, she does. Wait, who? Narcissa?
Yeah.
Narcissa is Draco's mother married.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think
Lucius.
because Lita in this one, I mean, Zoe's black. Like she's part black.
Yeah.
And it would make sense then why she's not related to Helena Bonham Carter, because she's very white.
Right.
And I don't remember the Malfoy wife because she's not really featured.
Has weird hair. It's half blonde, half dark.
Okay, that's fine then. That's just what threw me off, because this is a weird situation where she's in the middle of two families here.
I figured it out. Lita Lestrange is Bellatrix's sister-in-law.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking like 5 minutes ago, and you were like, no, her brother. And I'm like, she's a girl. How is she a brother? We literally talked about Mackenzie with this.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Okay, it does bother me because there are things that were trying to be connected. We were trying to connect it, like, after we watched the next two movies. I forgot there was three.
Yeah, well, there's supposed to be 5.
Are they done with them because of Rowling being...
No, the third flopped.
Oh, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm,
Got it,
so
okay.
they scrapped the other 2 movies, but there's supposed to be 5 in total.
Because there was a lot of things where we're like, well, how are these people related? We won't get into it now because there's a certain character in this movie that we learn more of his backstory, and I was like, what?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense then. Got it. Okay. But I wish they would have leaned more into making this lineup because I don't think it'd be that hard. Because from what I gathered, Rowling did a lot of like kind of what George R. R. Martin did for Game of Thrones, where
you have like maps and you can jump.
They both, I seem like, created such a wide net of like this person and this person, this person. These are related here, and these are how these are. And I love that because to me, I love world building to begin with, and
just
what
all
I'm
the
reading,
family
like,
trees
yeah.
and when I was diving more into this, I was craving more information, but then you have to log on to Pottermore, and I think that's where you expand into this.
Got it.
But I don't think the movies did as much. Some of the... Oh, I can't remember. It's not The Cursed Child. I think one of the secondary books leans more into it. Because I have this book.
Do you? Mm-hmm. I've never read this one. I've read just the main Harry Potter series. I haven't even read the play, like the Cursed Child one, so I don't even know.
I did not like The Cursed Child.
A lot of people don't. That's been the common theme that most people I know that have, like, delved into that book. It's not a fan favorite.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember why, but I remember enjoying Fantastic Beasts.
I mean, this is kind of a fun one. Cause, like, is the book like the movie then? Where, like...
I don't remember a lot of it.
Are you following Newt on, like, an adventure?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what interests me. I was more interested in this one about the weird animals that he has that gets loose in New York City, bringing it full circle here. Because that was fun to me, especially the little duck-billed platypus that steals all the, like, gold and jewelry and stuff. Cause I think that's absolutely hilarious.
And the boat chuckle.
Which one's that?
Pickett.
Oh, I do like him. He's cool. He's kind of funny just because he reminds me of like a little baby tiny Groot.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
But, I mean, obviously not. But, because, I mean, I almost forget when I was writing my review of this that there is this whole overarching story about, like, Grindelwald and how, like, he is this... Because he's the one that thinks wizards should dominate humans.
Yes.
And that they should be the ones in power, not hiding.
Agreed.
I get confused with what Voldemort wants to do.
I think they're similar. It's just what decade are they in?
I kind of feels like Voldemort took the Grindelwald blueprint and went a little bit more vicious with what he was doing. Yes,
because Grindelwald hunted the Deathly Hallows with Dumbledore. They were partners.
Yeah.
Dumbledore went good also. And friends to enemies. Dumbledore went good.
Yeah.
And then Grindelwald went bad. Mm-hmm. And then they dueled, and I'm pretty sure Dumbledore won. So that's how Dumbledore got the Death Stick.
Got it.
And then that's why Voldemort went after. I know a lot about this.
Well, I mean...
It plays nonstop in our house.
Yeah, it's on all the time, and like, you get like frustrated that I like shut it off because I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
No. Why did I get frustrated?
I don't know.
We were fighting, and... I went upstairs to take care of our children, and I came down and you turned it off to put on the stupid sport.
Football.
It shall not be named.
Anyway, so... But yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I will say. That's what a bummer is, that it's hard to kind of root for some of the stuff behind.
Agreed.
Because there is such rich mythology here, and I mean, the Harry Potter series is very well written. Mm-hmm. And it's very easy. I read it as an adult. Like, I read it when I was in
when I was in labor
20s,
with Mackenzie.
30s.
I reread it. I used to reread it once a year.
But I mean, there's such rich mythology in it, and you just kind of get lost in what they're doing. And I've told you, I love how the books get older, but I mean, we're not covering Harry Potter necessarily here.
We could.
Potentially. But anyway, there's so many podcasts out there that would just be a drop in the bucket.
Anyways.
But I was going to say, though, is I do love that, how there's that whole thing, but then you also have this like background mystery here about how... It's kind of interesting because this is right around the Great Depression when things are going down, because it's right after World War I.
Yes.
And then there's also a Wizarding War that took place, sounds like, almost at the same exact time. So I love how, like, in New York, everything is very just bleak and drab, and everything just looks sad. And they're trying to hide because you have the New Salem movement led by... She's actually from Walking Dead, but it is Samantha Morton is playing Mary Lou Barebone, and how her and her adopted children are trying to pretty much expose the wizarding world, but because they're kind of kooks, nobody believes them.
Right, well, because they don't do so much with the Salem witch trials anymore.
Right. So I kind of love that whole thing, and then they do really well with writing this and how it comes full circle, though. About how, like, yes, you have this going on in the background, but then it comes into the end, and they kind of just intersect because of finding these monsters, or finding these beasts and stuff and everything. It ends up bringing them in close. And yes, like you just brought up, there's an Obscura, which we were kind of debating a little bit about it, because he actually has one in his case that he got from somebody.
He was able to extract it from the host because it's a parasite, essentially.
So it's kind of cool how like that ends up tying everything together, because there's one that's even more powerful than anybody's ever seen, and trying to figure out who is harboring that.
Yeah, great story.
Yeah, no, I mean it keeps me entertained, and I kind of roll with it. It's a little bit boring this time around, only because I think I was tired during one stretch where I was like getting ready to fall asleep. And I know kind of most of what's happening. There's just little things where I'm just like, I don't remember that. But when they're showcasing, like I was saying earlier, the beasts are like, even like
those are pretty cool.
The flying like snake thing that looks like a like Chinese dragon is cool.
Yeah.
And like how that thing is like an alligator, where whatever its surroundings are, it'll grow to them. So if you put it in something small.
J.K. Rowling made up that word.
What?
It's a whatever he calls it that says it grows to fit the space.
Okay.
She made up the word, supposedly. But didn't we say goldfish were like that?
Goldfish are that way, like koi fish are that way.
But I don't think there was an actual word for it, so she
interesting.
invented it.
But alligators are the same way, that if like they're in like a smaller thing, they won't grow too big because their body just...
That's so smart.
Yeah, and then, but if like that's why if they're out like in the Everglades, they can grow to be huge because they have the space to grow. But that's kind of cool. I mean, who would have thought, like, make up like an actual like scientific word that sounds like it is potentially being used like across the board there.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about then for this movie?
I mean, I could talk forever about this movie, but that's not why we're here. We're here for what reason?
Well, we are going to get over first to the cast list, since we have not ran through that. Eddie Redmayne is an actor who I've seen in a good handful of things. I also have seen Katie Waterston, who plays an Auror here of Porpentina. Tina Goldstein is her name.
Oh, okay. I was like, who?
Yeah, she's the Auror.
I didn't know that was her name.
Yep. I actually like Dan Fogler, who plays Jacob Kowalski.
So good.
He's been in a lot of weird, quirky comedies before this, and he's fallen off the map, and I feel bad because I think he's hilarious. And I would love to have seen him do more. You have Tina's sister, Queenie, portrayed by Allison
Teeny
Sudol.
and Queenie.
Oh, yeah. No, Colin Farrell plays Percival Graves, who is actually interesting. His
AKA.
His name actually comes from King Arthur. His first name does.
Percival?
But he works for the Ministry of Magic. But that's not what they call him in the U.S.
They call it
it's like the
Makuza.
Yeah, but it's the United
The Magical Association
of the United States of America.
Yeah, but there's a C. Conglomerate.
That was what threw me off, because when they said, I was like, oh, it's the magical... Like,
I don't know if it's association,
yeah,
but...
it's pretty something. John Voight is actually in this as the newspaper owner, because his son is running for office.
Oh, yeah.
We have Ron Perlman, who plays... Which is actually funny, because he plays a little, like, dwarf thing.
Yeah,
like,
but...
It's a goblin, but he's super big, and he's playing something super small.
And did you see his messed up hands?
Yeah, where the fingers bend backwards.
Reminds me of his stint in SOA.
Yeah. And this is what you were getting at. Jonathan Depp has the smallest part in a movie we've seen in a while, as he plays Gellert Grindelwald.
So he takes over Percival's body?
Sounds like it kind of sounds like what happened. So spoilers for everybody. It kind of sounds like what happened with Mad Eye Mooney.
That's kind of what I thought.
Is that he used that spell? It sounds like, and he has been pretending to be him. So we don't necessarily know when he took over. I'm assuming it's very early on, like probably the whole time it's been him.
Yeah.
We've already brought up Zoe Kravitz is in a picture as Lita Lestrange. We actually don't ever see her. Ezra Miller, people aren't the biggest fan of him currently. Plays Credence Barebone. He's one of the better performances in this.
He did amazing.
He is so brooding the whole time, but I mean, he's been abused, so it kind of makes sense as to why
he is phenomenal at this role.
Samantha Morton is Mary Lou. I don't know how I know her, but Carmen Ejego is Sephirina Pickery, who is the president.
It's such a progressive country in the magical world.
In the magical world. Sean Cronin is this. I've seen him in just random things here and there. I don't know if there's any. Dan Hedaya plays Red. I don't know who Red is, but he is actually an actor. He is the father in Addams Family. He is the guy who's the lawyer who keeps showing up to like get the money. He's the one that concocts about making this other guy who looks like Fester be Uncle Fester. Oh. He's the guy who comes. Okay. He is in Clueless as well. Never seen Clueless.
I've seen it, but it's been a long time. Years and years.
He's in Benny and June as Thomas.
Moving on, please.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to go through anymore because, we're starting to get into the weeds there. I think it's about the extent there. But, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Jonathan Depp then.
His 22-second performance.
He has a good look for Grindelwald.
Oh, he does.
I don't know if they had a vision of him, like, before these movies.
Grungy with his hair all funny, and he can rock funky
I do
contacts.
love the, like, blonde, spiky hair, and then he's got the goofy eye.
Yeah.
And his mustache is also blonde.
I mean, I thought he did very well for what he played.
Yeah.
But it's not enough to do anything with it.
No, this one really is setting the stage for the next one, because I'm pretty sure the sequel is The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yes,
so, like,
he's the main character.
because when they're, like, chasing him, I think, in that one.
Mm-hmm. And Jude Law's in that one, so you get a little bit more of their relationship.
Yeah, Elvis, and then the last one is something like The Secrets of Dumbledore or something like that.
I feel like I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
We watched it. I don't remember. I don't even know if Johnny Depp is in that one.
I don't think so. I think this is when he was getting canceled and everything.
Could be. Yeah, because we're soon here going to have to check out stuff, but we'll come.
Anyways.
We'll go back to that. But yeah, so I'm assuming you're not going to take this over.
I wish I could.
To be honest, I'd have to. I'm curious to rewatch it because I wonder if that one will take over The Libertine. Mm-hmm. It's just because that one might actually show a little bit.
What movie do I have?
You have Black Mass.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with that.
That's
I cannot remember that movie name for the life of me.
You didn't even know it was Black Mass. Like, you were thinking it was, like, something else.
Yeah, I still was going back to Donnie Brasco.
That's fair. You were trying to. Anything else that you want to talk about for this movie before we jump over to what is next?
Nope, I'm ready to go to bed. I mean, watch the next movie.
That's fair. It's straight. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales is going to be the next one. So that one we've already talked about. You've never seen that one.
Nope.
And I have a long time ago. I've only seen it the one time, so I'm definitely curious about it. You excited?
Not really.
That's fair. Okay, then let's go ahead and break to go over to the trailer for this Pirates of the Caribbean film.
Only by name.
Find Sparrow for me and relay a message from Capitan Salazar and tell him death will go straight for him. Would you say that to him, please?
And welcome back. As you can tell then from that trailer, we are covering Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. kind of said that weird.
Tale no tells.
This is from 2017. This is directed between Joaquin Ronin and Espen Sandberg.
Fun fact, those are the heads in the guillotine basket.
Oh, okay. So they had like.
I didn't know how to say the name, so I wasn't gonna.
So they're the
bring
guys.
it up.
So they had like a cast taking out their heads, and that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of stuff like Tom Savini has done on certain movies and everything. I'm trying to let this load real quick to make sure who the writers are, because this is going slow here. There we go.
Blinking faster doesn't help.
I'm not even blinking right now, except my hair is wet and it's getting in my eyes. So that's a bigger issue right now. Okay. Screenplay done by Jeff Nathanson. Now, he came up with the story with Terry Rossio. Now, Rossio also, these are based on characters created by him, Ted Elliott, Stuart Beatty, and Jay Wolpert.
Johnny Depp helped too.
Oh, did he? Mm-hmm. Interesting. He is not credited, so that's uncredited. This is starring Jonathan Depp, Jeffrey Rush, and Javier Bardem, coming back to work with Johnny once again. So this is a sea adventure, supernatural fantasy swashbuckler, action adventure fantasy. I kind of put this as low-key, like horror adjacent, but this is from the United States, Australia, United Kingdom, and Canada. Currently sitting on a 6.5 on the IMDb's. And then it is sitting on a...
You're blinking so fast.
I'm not. I'm really not.
You are.
And this is sitting on a 2.7 on IMDb, or on Letterboxd. Synopsis. Captain Jack Sparrow searches for the trident of Poseidon to rule the sea while being pursued by an old rival, Captain Salazar, and a crew of deadly ghosts who have escaped from the Devil's Triangle. Go ahead and say, obviously, Jack Sparrow is being portrayed by Depp, and Javier Bardem is taking on Captain Salazar, who in this is, we kind of figured out, he is probably a Spanish, like, pirate hunter before he got cursed.
Yes, he is not a pirate.
Yes.
He's like an honorable man.
So I've seen this one once before.
It was a first-time watch for me.
I don't remember when I saw this. I know my review, I posted it when we were living together at the condo. But I don't remember when I saw it. I probably saw this...
So that would have been 2020.
Before we moved in together. So I don't know when. I might have actually watched it and just didn't have you watch it because you hadn't seen...
The other ones.
The one in between. So what did you think as a first-time watch?
I really liked it.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was really entertaining, and I liked it significantly more than some of the other Pirates movies.
Okay. I don't know where it falls for me yet, just because I haven't done my updated review, just because it's been a busy weekend and just haven't had a chance yet. And I try to reserve some of that for when I'm at work, because I can kind of take advantage of some of the times when things are kind of not going super busy and I need a little bit of a break. But yeah, I am kind of curious to see where this will fall for me.
Yeah.
With the rewatch here now.
I thought let's call it what it is. It just mimics. It's a envisioning or reimagination of the very first one, and it works so well.
Yeah, because
it's romance without being romance. Like, it's action without being over the top. It's witty. It's funny. You have action. Like, that's, to me, is one of the better movies.
I would say it does feel like it's, yes, the curse that's on Salazar and his crew feels a lot like the curse that was on Barbossa's crew in the first one, so I'm with you there. This almost feels like it's also borrowing from, the second one, where you have the two... I mean, maybe it's even actually the first one now that I'm kind of breaking it down. Well, what I was going to say, though, is Karina Smythe, portrayed by Kaya Scandalario. Her and her romance with Henry Turner, Brandon Thwaites. I kind of forgot that in the second one, they're already in love.
Right.
Where this one, they're not, and you kind of have them bickering back and forth. Or I guess a little bit of the third one, but that's where they're mad at each other because of things that people saw and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they kind of bud a new romance as they kind of get intertwined into everything happening here.
Yes.
And I guess Coming After Jack is kind of like the first one as well. I mean, it's kind of like every one of these movies where he just has something that everybody... It's usually a dang compass. Everything comes back to.
He gets it back at the end, so...
Yeah.
No, I really, really like this movie.
Good. Yeah, because this one, to kind of flesh out a little bit more, is that Captain Salazar, his team got stuck, and then we actually have another ship that goes into this hunting pirates. And then, okay, actually it's Henry's ship that he was on.
Yes.
But then when they kind of go into this thing, we see what happens if you enter the Devil's Triangle, which we kind of figured out seems to be like, it's a weird like cove inside of this rock formation, but it's actually probably volcanic because we saw that there was stuff at the bottom of it that was burning whatnot. But then Jack, finally giving up on wanting to be a pirate for a hot minute, ends up releasing Salazar, and then he becomes a scourge of the sea as he's killing everybody, not even just pirates anymore. Like, he's actually attacking other ships that just kind of get in his way, looking for Johnny.
Yeah.
Jack.
Sorry, I was like, wait, what? Jim. No. What else about him? I just like how it goes back into Johnny's early beginning, how he became a captain, and how he got his name, and
because what it stems from this actual incident of him being,
he's up there in the crow's nest looking like a little sparrow,
and that's where they get Jack Sparrow, because he was Jack the Sparrow is what Salazar calls him. And it's actually interesting because Salazar's crew, as I was saying, gets trapped in this curse because of what makes him captain, and everybody paying him tribute, which they played it up
a lot this movie.
This one, and he's never really done that in previous ones, so that kind of feels like retconning things a little bit to make sure that you know, like, hey, like this is why.
Did it. Yeah, because he does it multiple times this movie. But, yeah, this is probably one of my more favorite movies that we've seen in a while.
And to kind of go more into, I guess, the supernatural stuff, so we touch on that, is Henry is trying to free his father, who we actually get to see him again in this
Orlando
one, who
Bloom.
is Will, portrayed by Orlando Bloom, is that he actually makes it onto the Flying Dutchman and is told to get off because he's going to get cursed if he doesn't get off of this. And then they're searching for the
Trident.
Well, yeah, but they think it's the grave of Poseidon is where the trident is actually kept. And that's where they run into Karina, who is actually a woman of science. So in this, she's branded being a witch.
Yeah, what do they call her?
She's a horologist.
Yeah,
which is somebody who studies
the stars.
Is it the stars or is it time?
Oh, I don't know. Because astronomer
would be the stars. So I think it's a study of time because she's also studying that. Because she takes the chronometer, however you say that.
Chronosphere?
Close. I mean, it's obviously the base of the same thing because chrono is time, or like timepiece. So. But she takes the one that says what the time is in London from that one scientist and then everything like that. So I thought that was kind of cool, the supernatural elements being there. And whoever has the Poseidon's trident is supposed to be able to rule the sea. But then we also kind of figure out how it can also break all the curses in the sea.
So I wonder if curses can't happen anymore then.
I would believe so. Because this almost could be the movie, since it sounds like this is going to be the last one they ever do as of right now. So that'd be actually interesting, because this could almost ground it in like reality by saying that's why there's no more curses because of what happens in this movie.
That honestly would be a really nice ending.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy, curses are lifted, but then they have that little teaser at the end that makes you go, oh, there's another. There was talks of another.
There was actually, up until, it does sound like the whole thing with Amber Heard really kind of just derailed that, because he became kind of a lot of people don't want to touch Johnny Depp right now because of everything that went down there.
Yeah. He was going through the divorce during this movie, and I guess would show up late, and like a lot of...
So we might need to revisit then, potentially, I know he's done other movies after this one, so I don't...
Yeah, I think this one was just when things got really bad for him.
Got it, okay. Still something we are going to have to kind of consider at some point is figuring out when we'll do those, but I will digress there and will not spend too much more time on it. Anything else then you wanted to kind of talk about for this movie?
No, I think we've said it at least twice.
Okay. So then what I will kind of jump into is my little thing that I like to do here, where... Going through the cast, we've talked about Depp. Javier Bardem, great actor. He was in that movie. I can't think of what it is, but Here I Leave You or something like that. It was the one where Johnny Depp has a very small part in it. Where he was somebody who's dressed as a woman.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Where it takes place in like Cuba or something like that. Jeffrey Rush, obviously great actor back in this one. Brenton Thwaites is actually interesting because I told you I watched him in a movie from Australia this year. We Buried the Dead.
They wanted Kit Harington.
Oh, from Game of Thrones.
He would have looked like a dead ringer for Bloom.
Yeah, I actually think Thwaites actually does a very good job.
I think so too.
Before Night Falls is the movie I was thinking of. Sorry, his stuff was just starting to load, and I was like, oh, hey, that's new. Yeah, so I actually don't think that'd be that's not bad casting there either.
No, I was just like, I could see why they wanted him.
For sure. So, like I said, I think Thwaites was great in what they have him here. Scandalario, I've seen her in a few things. I know she was in like a Resident Evil movie a couple years ago. You've seen the first Maze Runner. She's in that one. I've seen her in Crawl.
Oh yeah, she's the one where they're like, a girl.
Yeah. Okay. So
she's in it very briefly.
Oh, okay. I thought she might have been a star in it. I didn't realize that.
Now, when you keep saying that, I'm like, there's only boys in there, and she's the one. They bring up a girl, and it changes everything.
Got it. Okay. So makes me feel a little bit better about all of that. Kind of running through here more. We have some of the old faithful people back here. Kevin McNally, he's the Mr.
Gibbs?
Yeah, Gibbs. Stephen Graham is in this. I don't know if he was in previous ones. He's a British actor who is in a lot of different things, but I don't know if he was in the previous Pirates movies.
They tried to get all the gang back into it, but only 3 or 4 were able to.
Got it, okay. So that makes a whole lot of sense then. Kind of going down there too, so that's good. Kind of running through things here. David Wenham, I had brought him up. He's from 300. He's the narrator.
Oh, yeah,
who's in the eye patch. He's the one who loses his eye.
Yes, who does he play?
He is the British guy Scarfield, he's the British officer who's chasing after them the whole time. Like he's the main British guy who is the government guy in this. Well, what's the word I want to use for that? Officer, officer. Martin Kleba, that's the little person who is part of the crew. Orlando Bloom reprises his role along with Keira Knightley. Paul McCartney, who is in this one as Uncle Jack, which is just kind of a weird little thing they do there, where him being the same name as his brother then, but...
Well, just like you're named after... Your dad is named after your grandfather's brother.
Uncle, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like my grandfather was named David... Because that would have been...
Is his dad Jack too?
Yeah. Or maybe not. Maybe that's where I'm getting thrown off. So maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think his dad is Jack.
I'm not going to look it up, but you might be right now that I'm thinking about it. So it might have been literally my situation where Jack might have been named after his dad's brother.
Yes.
And so... Okay, that makes me... I can work with it a little bit more there. Yeah, that's really the only ones I wanted to roll through there. So anything else you want to do here before we jump over to talking about Johnny's performance here?
Nope.
So what'd you think of it?
I just love this role. I love Johnny in this role.
Yeah.
I think he does it so well. I don't think anybody else could ever do it as well as he does it.
Okay.
I think this is his, not crown jewel, but I think this is one of his top roles.
Okay. So are you going to switch over from Black Mass?
Yes, I am.
Because interestingly enough, I'm actually going to as well.
What? I think you're just doing it to be as cool as I am.
No, I actually was thinking about when we were watching it. I almost said something and I didn't want to spoil it.
Like you did some of the parts of the movie?
Well, that was only because of me knowing screenwriting things where... I was just kind of pointing out, oh, this would actually make sense here.
And he goes, the journal stopped it. And I was just like...
Only because I've seen so many movies where somebody
I know, but let me get there on my own, man.
I'm sorry that you don't think that way. Well,
no.
But you have started to do things like that, so that's why I thought you would have appreciated me saying
I was still mad he stole the journal.
Yeah, Sam, I was very mad at him.
Anyways, we digress. I'm shocked, really.
I think this one is his best performance as... this character.
Yes.
And I think that's finally what I've been kind of looking for, because this is the closest to Pirates 3, where he shows a range of emotions here, where we kind of get him, we get the whimsical versions of him, but we also get, he's depressed in this one. And that's what kind of threw me for a loop at first, because I didn't remember that. Him giving up the compass, causing everything. He's sad. And he's doing kind of fairly well to, hide it. But we also kind of see him being a scoundrel there, where he's thinking, can I steal that back after I get the booze?
Yeah.
And he can't do that thing there. But I just think we actually see him kind of show this the first time for me that he shows range since The Libertine.
Yeah. Libertine is still hard to beat.
I think The Libertine by far is a better movie.
Yes.
I think this is finally a performance that actually
rivals it.
Overtook it for me. Because I was just going to go just straight movie. Like, I've never probably have... Like, I don't know if he's ever been in a better movie since The Libertine.
Yeah. Well, it's also hard because he carries the Libertine.
Yeah.
Like, he is the Libertine. Where here...
I think this is the first time he carries this one, though.
Yeah. Well, what's the one where he had lots of personalities on the screen?
3.
That was one... I thought he carried that one, too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard. Because now that we talk about all of them, I'm like, wait, can I go back?
It is kind of tough sometimes because you start looking at that. Because, I mean, I think this one we really have... This is one where Jeffrey Rush takes a back seat finally. Because I think in the last one, Jeffrey Rush was
Barbosa?
was a better performance. This one, I actually think that Depp is back carrying this, where we have him and Javier going head-to-head.
It's because it's back to the original style.
I think that's great. And I also think it's interesting, or it's good to take Thwaites and Scandalario taking the Bloom and Knightley roles because they take a back seat to everything. They have the cute little love story going on where everything falls on Johnny's shoulders in this one.
Yes, agreed.
So I think that's why I'm like, okay, this is the first one that I feel comfortable overtaking it.
We've teamed up on a movie before.
Yeah, we've done, there's been a few of them, I think,
back
where we've actually kind of sided together on that.
Rare.
It is rare. Anything else then that you would like to talk about here before we close out this episode?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Then did you want to say bye or anything like that before? Or I guess actually what I'm trying to get you to bed that I didn't even think
I am
about.
so tired, so I was excited. I'm like, he's skipping over stuff.
So then the next episode is going to be an interesting little detective double feature here. Now, he's not the main detective in this one, but it's Murder on the Orient Express, which I'm actually excited to rewatch this one because this is fun. This is an ensemble cast. I know, like, Daisy Ridley is in this one. I think I don't know if it's Ewan McGregor is playing
I love Ewan McGregor.
Nope, I'm wrong. It is the showboat professor from Harry Potter films, Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, yes.
He plays the one who, like, has him on the cover of a book, and he's, like...
Yes,
all smiley.
He won.
In this one, he plays a detective who is... There's a murder that happens on...
I don't know if I've seen this.
An express train, but it's got, like... Kenneth Branagh plays the main guy. You have Michelle Pfeiffer. You have Johnny Depp, Josh Gad, William Dafoe, Judi Dench, Daisy Ridley, Penelope Cruz, Lucy Boynton. That's the names I'm going to stop right there with. But this is an ensemble cast where one of them is the killer because everything kind of goes down on this like train, and he has to figure it out. It's kind of like Knives Out.
Oh, okay.
But instead of having like that type of character, he's Belgian in this one, so he has a little bit of like an accent. But these people are all, I think, all different nationalities, and they're all on this train going to
Orient Express.
So it's going to, I don't know what country technically it's going to, but it's like a train that goes across different countries to get there. So it's a fun movie. I saw it in theater when it came out back in 2017. So I'm pretty excited to rewatch that one.
Okay, cool. I'm excited now.
And we're going to pair that up with Sherlock Gnomes, where he plays...
Woo!
Where he plays the titular Sherlock Gnome.
Oh, man. Can't wait. We'll probably show this one to Kenzie, won't we?
We could do that, because, I mean, we have such a long gap between when we actually have to watch that.
Yeah.
And it's the animation I think she would like. She might find it cute. So that's one of those things we could show it to her to help save time and everything like that.
Yeah, because we're kind of going through this quicker than I thought.
Yeah. Well, we're also trying to work ahead, as we've been saying. So anything else then you want to say or bye to anybody before we close this out?
Bye to our little loves. Thank you for sleeping.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because the kids went down without any sort of hassle for me both times a day. So that's crazy. So then I will let you say goodbye to our loyal listeners and fans.
Oh, I go first?
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, okay. Cool, because now I panicked.
That's fair, you did panic. I am one half of your hosting duo of David Garrett Jr. Signing off.
And I'm the other half of Jamie Frisch Garrett.
Really messed that one up.
I know. We're tired.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.